Ladies and gentlemen, thanks a lot for having AVL here at the iTEC. AVL is um, the world-leading, privately owned engineering service provider. We are working on a global basis for technology on the propulsion, but also on the vehicle side in order to move us forward. AVL is very much committed to the CO2 reduction. We believe that we owe that to the entire planet, to all the societies. And what is so important for us is to participate in the conferences where we exchange the knowledge and where we involve everybody around the globe in solving this very important problem. We, as an engineering service provider, work with our valued customers um, on the solutions that help us to move into a sustainable future. So it's a great pleasure for AVL to be here and to participate in the learning and sharing experience of the knowledge. Thank you.
Uh, I'm here representing IEEE Industry Application Society. I'm the president of that society. Our global goal is to enable research which benefits humanity in a way that we are linking what's happening in the research field with what's actually happening in practice and the needs of industry. This is a great example of what we like to do globally, of being able to link different areas of need from industry and from research to enable the transition to electric vehicles. And I think I'm very happy to be here in India, where clearly you're leading the way globally in this activity. Your global research centers here really are giving a great example to the rest of us of how to do business. I'm really happy to be here to learn what all of you are doing here. I'm very happy to partner with SAE India.
Friends, I'm Shankar. I work at Mahindra. I'm the organizing committee chair for this iTEC conference. So I want to highlight the theme of this conference, which is e-Amrit, accelerating the transition to electric. And this is very important. There are two ways in which we can accelerate. One is by sharing the knowledge among all the experts. Other is through driving innovation towards sustainability. And that is precisely what we plan to do in these 3 days. So you would see that you have the best of best experts across the globe, across the industry, from industry, academia, startups, government, everybody assembling here and sharing their best thoughts and working together to co-create a sustainable mobility for the future. I'm very happy that you're all here today. I'd encourage you to be there for all the 3 days, attend the sessions, and take the best takeaways from here. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very happy to represent SA India as a Senior Vice President. I think Mr. Bala has already made a mention about what is SA India, and we are the strategic partner of SA International, which is located in Pittsburgh and which is about 100 plus years old. And we are 25 years old in India. And again, if you look at SA India, our objectives are dissemination of knowledge for the mobility industry. And we have a lot of programs organized for the benefit of the industry personnel as well, those who are practicing in industries in terms of exchanging cutting edge technologies. Like one such is iTEC, wherein we have brought in experts from various streams like mechanical, mechatronics, electrical, electronics, IT, so on and so forth, so that we can have a total understanding of the whole EV. Now, if you look at the EVs, probably it's more on the sensors, actuators, and electronics. That's what I always used to say, that SAE not only stands for Society of Automotive Engineers, but now it has become sensors, actuators, and electronics as well. So, in addition to that, this is mainly for the practicing engineers, and for the first time, SAE India, last week in Bangalore, we organized a program called as a professional development program, which is focusing on Euro 7, which is likely to be implemented in Europe sometime during 25 or 26. And we thought that we should take the lead, and so that our industry experts are aware that we don't know when in India we are going to have this Euro 7. So we thought that we should make the industry experts aware that okay, these are the challenges that we need to look into for meeting the Euro 7 standards. And coming to the student side, we are focusing more on the student side and organizing many events, and especially for enhancing the skills, because
supporting global vehicle development in our electrification, and all the knowledge which we gain will help us to uh, make our cars in India competitive with the latest technology, meeting the customer expectations of India. And all this we cannot do by ourselves alone. The car companies have to work hand in hand with the tier 1 suppliers, consultants like AVL, also startups, and also with universities and other academic institutions. And that is where this conference is very important, to bring all the players, the car companies, the suppliers, the consultants, the startups, all in one umbrella, to share our best practices and make India grow this journey of electrification. Already we are seeing a hockey stick type of growth of EV cars, but we have to make it more competitive and more adapted to Indian conditions, meeting the customer requirements. That's where our role in local technical center belongs. And I think this conference is very good for sharing practices and doing it better all together for the benefit of the society. I'm very thankful to SA India and IEEE for making this conference happen. Thank you very much.
120 technical papers. Each company is sharing what they are doing, how the technology is developed in the country, and not only the Indian industry, also the global industry. So we have a lot of global papers coming that Grebe shared from his global experience, and there are many such papers are going to be shared in the 3 days. So industry is competing each other in terms of how to increase our sales, how to increase our market share. But this is a very positive sign where we are sharing the technology, what we are doing. It is for the benefit of society. So that is why SAE and IEEE is a kind of a society which is helping the globally how we can address our challenges like the greenhouse gases, how we can reduce, how we can support the climate change, how we can support the global warming, which is going to happen, which is forecasted to happen. So that is why we come together as an industry experts, as support functions, and a lot of suppliers who are having a new technology areas, their domain expertise. So this forms this basis.